Kind of a long story. We met like a lot of modern love stories on a dating app, but funny enough, when she saw my profile,
we met on Bumble, but the funny thing about it was that I bought a Bumble subscription, so I got to see who swiped for me first on the dating app. And before I even saw his photo, my friend Cynthia noticed his profile. She opened it up and she was like, wait a second, I know this guy.
Her friend was looking over her shoulder, and her friend actually went to the same high school as me. So when she saw my profile, hey, I know Connor. He's a pretty cool dude. You should swipe right.
And my first thought was, I'm gonna freak this guy out. So I swiped right and I immediately just said, a little birdie told me we work in the same building. And he responded immediately.
Myriah thought she would kind of creep me out, thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna match with him and say, hey, a little birdie told me we work in the same building. But what she didn't realize is that I thought she was cute, so getting a message from a girl saying, oh, we work in the same building, it made me feel pretty good about myself, like, okay, some girl's noticing me.
And ever since then, we started talking, we met up a few weeks later and just started dating, and we've been together ever since. The first impression for sure is that he was goofy. So even in his profile, you can do multiple pictures in the profile. One of them, he was at like a wax museum there was a wax figure of Steph Curry, like dribbling. And Connor, he had a picture of himself on the ground holding his ankle, like he just got sideswept by him. So when I first saw him, I was like, that was the image I had in my mind. And then the second we first met on our first date, like we made eye contact as I was getting out of my Uber, he immediately started laughing at me because I was wearing a fedora. And I'd just come from a costume party, so I was dressed in a costume. And that's just been my immediate first impressions both times, just like he's just this goofy guy who loves to laugh.
Something that I'm afraid to tell Myriah that I'd like to tell now. That's tough because we're actually pretty open, but I will say maybe I'll try to be a better chef. She's definitely the better cook out of us two, and now that we're going to marriage, I do want to try to push myself outside of my comfort zone if it means making her happy, such as what I might have in store later during the reception. Still doesn't quite feel real, even though I'm wearing all of this, and that's something Myriah and I have been saying the whole time, like, oh, everyone's asking us, how do you feel, it doesn't quite feel real. I don't think it'll feel super real until we're really literally walking down the aisle.
So I'm hoping it hits me before I walk down the aisle, because the last thing I want is to be walking down the aisle and then immediately burst into tears. So I'm hoping that it'll happen like when I put my dress on or when I like really see everything come together. But yeah, right now it just feels like we're getting ready for a party. Like, I'm not the main person for it, so it's a weird sense of peace.
I do feel ready because we've been together for 7 years. Today marks 7 years, and we're a really strong team. I do love that about us. Today marks 7 years we've been together. Although we both say there wasn't one singular moment when we knew we were in love, I think we can both agree that our first date was special.
7 years later, we still hold hands, and I love that we still do. There are times when I'm feeling self-conscious, and I just get in my own head, but you have this way of cheering me up. You catch me off guard, slap my butt and say, "Hey, good looking." It's silly, but I love it. Please keep doing that. The fact that you're beautiful inside and out is just icing on the cake. And I do mean cake. You make me so unbelievably happy to be loved by you. So Myriah, as your husband, I vowed to remind you consistently that you are the most important person in my life. As we grow old together, that you are my favorite person. I vow to strive with every fiber of my being to stay awake when you're telling me about the latest drama you're obsessed with. No matter how tired I am, I vow to be an example to our future children of what love is, because they'll know what it is by how I look at you every day, by the feeling I get whenever you tell me you love me. There will be no doubt to all of our friends and family what love is, and that I am in love with you. Almost done. I vow to cherish you, prioritize you, and love you with all my heart.
I want to preface this by saying I wanted to go first because Connor is the president of a public speaking club. Connor, 7 years ago, I downloaded and spent $80 on a 6-month Bumble subscription. But as with everything else in my life, this did not go according to plan. Because just 3 days later, a little birdie convinced me to swipe right on you. I knew you were special. Your smile was so bright, it was all I could see. You have listened to me, supported me, and put my feelings first. You've shown me that with a little discipline, love, and support, anything is possible. You inspire me to want to be better. Encourage me whenever I feel stuck, and you are always there, ready to celebrate every small win or milestone together. I love that you are goofy, empathetic, caring, and diligent, all at the same time. I love that you're so proud of who you are, that even when you aren't feeling the best about yourself, you're quick to remind everyone that you went to LOL, that you were a Boy Scout, and that you are a Wong. We both know it won't always be rainbows and laughter, but I promise to be there beside you through it all. In sickness, in health, in happiness, and in sorrow. I will be there holding your hand and supporting you in any way I can. And as our family grows, I vow to be the best teammate and partner, to communicate, to work together, and to grow together. And yes, I do know that I don't always know what's best. I will be the 80 to the days you feel that you're 20. And I will be 100 whenever you need me. I love you, cutie. I'm so happy to be your wife. And just so you know, you're the best $80 I ever spent.
By the powers vested in me according to the laws of this state and by the strength of your own love, I do now pronounce you husband and wife. Connor, you may kiss your bride.